Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Washington football team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Rolling to his right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Forced out to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Fitzpatrick to McLaurin there, 1st down Washington. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Throwing Fitzpatrick.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Torrey McTire.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick saves. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
And any offensive lineman getting ready to try and block Zadarius Smith knows he's in for a long ball game. 26 sacks in his first 2 years in Green Bay, including 12 and a half in 2020.
On third down, here's Gibson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Just a 30-yard punt that time.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down.
That one caught. It's the rookie De'Ami Brown.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now Fitzpatrick. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. Fitzpatrick now. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack on first down, Fitzpatrick got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And Fitzpatrick's throw complete there to Thomas. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
and this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson,
as the first half is winding down.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. An extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On play action, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Tackle made by Chase Young. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Open man, here's Cobb. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 1, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown and for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left, for a big play.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we can nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky.
Benjamin St. Juste there on the stop.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive.
And got his man complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now Rodgers. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Now Fitzpatrick.
And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Here's Fitzpatrick.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Will Redmond. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew the heat was coming there on that snap. But this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew. And maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got